Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, welcome to Mirror of Dhamma program. Today, in this Mirror of Dhamma program, we are going to learn a wonderful sutta. Now children, this sutta explains about if we get angry, if we become angry with someone, if we blame to someone, or if we scold to someone, or if we hurt others' feelings, what are the consequences that we gain if we get angry and quarrel with others? So normally, when we are living our life, when we are dealing with our friends, when we are dealing with our family members, normally we get angry. Sometimes children blame to their brothers and sisters, their friends. Sometimes children are scolding their parents even. So this sutta explains what will be happen if we get angry and blame someone, or if we get angry and quarrel with others. So children, this sutta is based on a beautiful and nice story. So before learning this sutta, let's pay homage to the Supreme Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. And after that, let's observe 5 precepts, and then let's learn this wonderful and amazing sutta today. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Children, before observing 5 precepts, let's pay homage to the Supreme Buddha and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. So you can say with me now. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say with me, children. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. My homage to Supreme Buddha. Buddha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Dhamma. Dhamma is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Sangha. Sangha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First of all, let's pay our homage to our Loku Swamin Wahanse, who gave us this wonderful gift of Dhamma. May all of our homage be to our Kalyana Mitra, Pinvat Loku Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today we are going to learn a beautiful and wonderful sutta. This sutta explains about the consequences of getting angry and the consequences of quarreling with others. Now, when we are living life, we have to deal with other people. Sometimes we come across in instances where we should work as a team. When you work as a team, you should have the unity. You should listen to others. You should pay attention to others' ideas. And the most important thing is that we should practice the habit of obeying other people and giving honor to others. Because children, each and every living being in this planet deserves to be happy, and they like to be happy in their life. No one is like to be unhappy or cry. No one is like to be ashamed in front of others. So everyone deserves happiness. So what we should do is, we should not hurt others' feelings. Hurting others' feelings is a big demerit. It's a big bad thing that we should not do in our life, because we ourselves like to be happy children. Now think of you. You will not be happy to be ashamed in front of other people. When someone scolds you, you are not happy. Same as that, other people all the living beings around ourselves are deserving. They like to be happy. They don't like to cry or be scolded by someone and be sad. So when we are doing something, now when we are doing activities with a group of people, now there are so many instances in our life that we should work as a team, as a group. Now your family, when you take your family, it's a team. If you don't have the unity within your family, what will happen? Yes, there will be so many arguments, there will be many unhappy moments, and there will be sad days. So unity is a must in a team, in a family, even in a family. And when you are studying at school, you should work as a team, right? You should deal with your classmates as a team. So when you are working in a team, when you are doing activities, when you are living in a group of people, the most important thing that you should have is the unity. To make the unity, you should have, children, good qualities. If you are not having good qualities of a leader, of a good person, then you will not be united person. You will not find peace among other people. Because if you get angry by other people's works, if you get angry on how other people behave, then you will lose your temper and you will quarrel with others and you will lose your unity with others. Losing unity is a big disaster for life, because for every nation, for every country, for every group of people in this earth, they should have unity to become success. Now children, there are some countries in this world, they are very unity. Because of their unity, they have become developed nations. So children, unity makes the success. So when you are dealing with your friends, when you are dealing with your family members, when you are living your life, day-to-day life, unity is a must. So if you are quarreling with others, if you are getting into troubles with others, if you argue with others, what will happen? They will abandon you. No one will like to associate with a person who gets angry all the time. Do you like? No, we don't like to associate with people who get angry, because when they get angry, we feel uncomfortable. We get into troubles. We get into arguments. We will be ashamed in front of others because of their anger. So, normally, if we get angry, if we quarrel with others, people will abandon us. So, this sutta explains, this sutta says a beautiful story, nice story about such incident. Today we are going to learn Dhammika Sutta. Dhammika Sutta means the story of Dhammika Swamin Wahanse. So let's learn this. At that time, children, our Supreme Buddha was dwelling on Rajagaha, city of Rajagaha, on the Mount Vulture's Peak. You know Vulture's Peak? Vulture's Peak means Gijjakuta Parvata. Gijjakuta Parvataya, which is situated in Dhamma. So children, at that time, there was a monk called Dhammika. There was a monk called Dhammika Swamin Wahanse. So he was the resident monk in his native district. He was a resident monk. He was the permanent living monk in his native district. It means, the native district means the district or the town which he was born. So he was ordained and he became a resident monk in his native district. And in that district, in that city, there were 7 monasteries. How many monasteries? 7 monasteries. So So the speciality is, our Dhammika Swami Nahase was the resident monk of all these 7 monasteries. That means he was the resident monk of all those 7 monasteries. Now normally when a monk reside in a monastery, he will be resided only in that monastery. He will be the resident monk of one monastery. But the speciality of our Dhammika Swami Nahase is the resident monk of 7 monasteries. Right? He owned 7 monasteries. So normally children, the monks do not stay at one place. They travel from one monastery to other. So they do not stay at one place. So when the monks come to those monasteries of Dhammika Swami Nahase's monasteries, what will be happen? The Dhammika Swami Nahase is scolding to those monks. To the monks who are coming from other places, Dhammika Swami Nahase is scolding and blaming and get into troubles. So and also Dhammika Swami Nahase is going to attack those monks. So children, it is the normal phenomena that normally if someone is attacking to us, if someone is blaming at us, if someone is yelling at us all the time, we just get away from that person. We don't like to get near and get close to that person and live with that person. So what was the thing happened is, all the monks who came to those monasteries left that monastery and went away. Now, where our Dhammika Swami Nahase is residing, the monastery, that monastery is empty. There will be only Dhammika Swami Nahase. So there are lay followers or lay people who are associated with those monasteries. Now when they come to offer dana, when they come to observe the precepts, they see that this monastery is empty and only Dhammika Swami Nahase is there. Then they thought, what is the reason for this? Wherever Dhammika Swami Nahase goes, to which monastery Dhammika Swami Nahase goes, that monastery will be empty from monks. So they wanted to find the reason. So when they searched about the reason, they found that this Dhammika Swami Nahase is scolding to other monks, blaming to other monks, and he is going to attack, and he is getting into troubles with other monks. So that is the reason for this abandoning of monks, and that is the reason for emptying the monasteries. So what lay people did to Dhammika Swami Nahase was, they came to Dhammika Swami Nahase and said, "Oh Bhante, leave this monastery. You stayed here long enough. Now you get into troubles with monks and this monastery will be empty. So please get your things and go away." Now this Dhammika Swami Nahase, now our Dhammika Swami Nahase was banished from the first monastery. So he went to the second one. Though he went to that monastery, his character or his way of behavior did not change. He did the same thing in that monastery even. And the same result happened, same thing happened in that monastery. All the monks who lived in that monastery went away, and that monastery was empty again. Then the lay people who was around that monastery came to that monastery and said to Dhammika Swami Nahase, "Please leave this place. Because of you, we don't have the opportunity to see many monks." Now he was banned and he was banished from that monastery even. Likewise, he went from one monastery to other until he met with the 7th monastery. Though he went to the 7th monastery, children, the character, the way of behavior did not change. He did the same thing in that monastery even. He got into troubles with monks. He attacked monks. He blamed others. So that monastery also was empty with monks. Now the lay people who came to that monastery met with Dhammika Swamin Wahanse, and they banished Dhammika Swamin Wahanse from that monastery even. Now our Dhammika Swamin Wahanse was banished from 7 monasteries. See children, if someone gets into troubles, if someone gets angry with others, if someone blames to others, what will happen? People will abandon him. People will reject him. So make sure in your life, please do not get into troubles with others. Do not try to fight with others. Even your parents, even your brothers and sisters, do not do that, because no one is like to associate a person who gets angry all the time. Now our Dhammika Swamin Wahanse was homeless. That means he has no place to go. Now he thought, now I have banished from 7 monasteries. So where am I to go now? I have no place to live. Where am I to go now? Then he remembered the refuge. That was the time he remembered the refuge. The refuge for all worlds. The refuge for all human beings. The refuge for all gods. That was our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. So he decided to go and meet our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. So he went to the city of Rajagaha and climbed the Vulture's Peak and met with our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. And Dhammika Swamin Wahanse said to our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, "Oh Blessed One, I was banished from 7 monasteries. Now I have no place to go. I have no place to live, and that's why I came to meet my Blessed One, my refuge. Please, Blessed One, help me." He begged the help from our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Children, our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, was the help for all the beings in this world. Our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, showed the path to overcome the suffering to all beings. He was the most compassionate person who ever lived on this earth. Our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, looked into Dhammika Swamin Wahanse with eyes filled with compassion and kindness and said, "It's okay, Dhammika. Now you have come to the right place. Though you have banished from 7 monasteries, now you have come to the right place, the refuge. Dhammika, your story of these 7 monasteries is like something like this. In the ancient time, the people who are sailing in the sea, the sailors who are going on voyages, they bring a special bird. And that bird is called land spotting bird. What is the name of that bird, children? Land spotting bird. The specialty of this land spotting bird is when the people who are going on voyages lost their direction, when they could not find a land, what they do is they take out this land spotting bird and set him free. So this land spotting bird, whenever he is set free, this land spotting bird flies to all directions. Whenever that bird finds a land, he will not return to that ship again. But if that bird did not find a land in the middle of the sea, he will return back to the ship again. So as that, Dhammika, You have gone from one monastery to another for 7 monasteries, and finally you have come to the place where you had the refuge first, and that was our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Then our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, said a nice and beautiful story, children. So let's learn that story. Then our Blessed One said, Dhammika, this was happened in the past. There was a king called Kauravya. What is the name? Kauravya. And this king Kauravya had a royal banyan tree. Now, have you seen banyan tree? In Sinhala we say nuga trees. Now, banyan trees are huge. So this banyan tree was, the name of this banyan tree is well grounded. What is the name? Well grounded. In Pali language we call it Suppatithita. The name of this banyan tree is Suppatithita. This banyan tree was huge and it had 5 branches. How many branches? 5 branches. And the cast of this banyan tree is a cool shade. It casts a cool shade. So people can go under that banyan tree and have a rest. It had a cool shade and gave delight to people. Now, when you are under a big tree, big banyan trees and big nut trees, children, we feel cool. It is a big pleasure to be under trees. It gave delight to people when they go under the banyan tree. And its canopy extended to 12 kilometers. Now, can you imagine a tree that is with a canopy of 12 kilometers? It was a huge tree. So children, the fruits of this banyan tree was very large as cooking pots. Now, have you seen cooking pots? Now, the fruits of this banyan tree is as large as that. And it is sweet as pure honey. The fruits of this banyan tree is sweet as pure honey. So many people take the benefit of this banyan tree. The king and his harem made use of one section. The king and his royal people used one branch, one section of that tree. The army of the king used the other section, another section. And the town folk and country folks, the people who lived in the towns and the city, the country, used another section, another branch. And ascetics and Brahmins used another section. And the birds and animals used another one. So there were 5 branches and it was used by different group of peoples. King and his royal people, and army and the people who lived in the country, and ascetics and Brahmins, and birds and animals use this tree. They ate the fruits of this tree because they were sweet as pure honey. And the specialty is no one guarded this tree. There was no one to guard this tree because every person had the same opportunity to get the benefit of this tree. And the specialty is yet no one took another's fruit. There was no reason to take and rob or steal others' fruits because they have ample amount of fruits in this banyan tree. So this was a huge tree with sweet fruits. So one day a man came under this tree and ate as much as he wanted. Ate the fruits as much as he wanted, and he broke a branch of the tree and he went. Now that was the thing that should not be done to a tree. If you take fruits from a tree, you should not break branches from that. That is ungratefulness. Right? So what this man did was, he came under the tree and he ate the banyan fruits as much as he wanted, and he broke a branch and he went. Then there was a deity in this banyan tree. Now in huge trees, children, there are deities who dwell on that trees. They are called Ruksha Devata, the deities or the gods who live in the trees. So there was a deity who lived in that tree, and he thought, this is amazing. In this history of this banyan tree, there wasn't an incident that was happened as today. This man came under this tree and ate as much as he wanted. And also he broke a branch. What an evil thing that he did. Then this deity got very angry on that work. And he thought, I must stop giving fruits from this banyan tree. He decided not to give the fruits from this banyan tree, and he stopped giving the fruits from this great tree. Now there are no fruits to eat for the people. Then children, the people gathered around King Kauravya's palace and started shouting. They said that they have no food to eat because they all depended on that tree. Now that tree is not giving fruits. Now they are starving. Then our great king Kauravya decided to go and meet Lord Sakka. Now see children, in the past even the kings can go to the heaven and meet Lord Sakka. They have something, I think they have some supernatural powers to do that, the powers of merits. So he went to meet Lord Sakka and informed this news. He told that this great tree is not giving fruits now. Now Lord Sakka, concerned about what was the reason for this, then he saw that this deity has stopped giving fruits from this tree. Then as a punishment to that deity, Lord Sakka did a psychic miracle with his power to blow out this huge banyan tree and fall into the ground with a big wind. Now this banyan tree was fallen, it was uprooted and it was fallen to the ground. Now that deity's dwelling was destroyed, children. That deity had no place to live. So that deity, the god who lived in that tree, came crying to meet Lord Sakka. And that god said, oh Lord Sakka, my dwelling was destroyed by a huge wind. Now I have no place to live. Now what am I to do? I have no place to live. I have no place to be. I am homeless. So please help me. Then Lord Sakka asked, deity, the god, were you following the duty of a tree when the violent rainstorm came and twisted and uprooted your dwelling? Were you following the duty of a tree? Then that deity said, oh sir, I know nothing about a duty of a tree. Please explain me what is the duty of a tree. Then Lord Sakka said, deity, listen very carefully. This is the duty of a tree. The duty of a tree is, those who need roots from a tree, they will take roots from that tree. Those who need the bark, take its bark. Those who need leaves, take its leaves. And those who need flowers, take its flowers. Those who need fruits, take its fruit. Whatever things that they take from that tree, the tree should not be angry on those occasions. when the people come to a tree and take the things off the tree should not be angry. Like that, you should not be angry when others harm you. And that is the duty of a tree. Then the God said, the God who lived in that banyan tree said, "Oh, Lord Sakka, I wasn't following the duty of a tree, and that's why my dwelling was destroyed. So hereafter I will promise to follow and practice the duty of a tree. Whatever things happen to my tree, I will not be angry. I will treat all the people in the same way." When this was said by the God, Lord Sakka performed another miracle with his psychic potency to return that tree to its normal state. Now the deity had his dwelling again. So he lived very happily. So this was the story about that tree. Then our great teacher Supreme Buddha asked from Dhammika Swamin Wahanse, "Were you following the duty of a monk when you were banished from 7 monasteries? Dhammika, were you following the duty of a monk?" Then our Dhammika Swamin Wahanse said, "Oh, Blessed One, I know nothing about the duty of a monk. What is the duty of a monk?" Dhammika, listen very carefully. This is the duty of a monk. The duty of a monk is that the monk should not insult the one who insults him. An ascetic or a monk should not insult the person who insults him. He should not scold the one who scolded him. The monk does not argue with one who argues with him. And the monk should not quarrel with others who come to quarrel with him. So that is the duty of a monk. Then our great teacher Supreme Buddha said, if you practice this duty of a monk, not quarreling with others when others quarrel with you, not blaming others when others blaming you, not scolding or not getting angry with others when others get angry with you. If you practice this duty of a monk, you will not be banished from any place. You will live in unity. You will live in peace forever. So our great teacher Supreme Buddha advised Dhammika Swamin Wahanse to practice this love and kindness and living with unity, the quality of living with unity to his life. So our Dhammika Swamin Wahanse practiced this love and kindness, and he lived a happy life. And finally, do you know, children, our Dhammika Swamin Wahanse became an Arahant. So children, this shows us if we quarrel with others, if we get into troubles with others, if we argue with others, whenever others come to us and argue with us, blame us, if we argue back, if we blame back, what will happen? We will lose our friends. We will be banished and we will be neglected from our society. So what we should practice is the unity with others. You should be united with others. Do not get angry with any other person. Listen to others' ideas, obey others' ideas, and be compassionate. Practice love and kindness. Whenever you do this, your life will be happy. You will find peace within your life. Otherwise, you will have to suffer for a long time. So children, from this Dhammika Sutta, today we learned about what will happen if we get into arguments, what will happen if we do not know how to live with others. So children, when you are living life, practice love and kindness, practice unity, and you will find the real happiness within your life. So I wish you all, may all you be well and happy, and may all of you realize 4 noble truths. in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya, Therwan Saranai. Children, now we have come to the session of good deeds, where we watch and be happy with all the good deeds that has done by children all around the world. So let's watch the good deeds and be happy with them and share all the merits that has done by them. Namo Buddhaya, Therwan Saranai.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to the good deeds session, where we read and watch the good deeds done by children all around the world. My name is Dinu Daham, and today I'm here with Devanga.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Devanga. Today we'll be watching the good deeds done by Dinu Daham Upasaka from Toronto, Canada, and Nalini Upasika. The first meritorious deed was done by Dinu Daham Upasaka from Toronto, Canada. He has sent a video about the meritorious deeds he did the last few months by helping to construct the new stupa house in Toronto, Mahamailnava, Asupwit. Let's see the video he sent.
I am Dinu Daham from Toronto, Canada. I go to Toronto Mahamailnava Dhamma School. I would like to share the good deeds I have done in the past few months by doing upasthana to the newly built Chaityagara stupa house. I was able to collect enormous merits into my life by helping in many meritorious actions with my amma and tata. First of all, I helped put the concrete casing to hold the roof for the stupa. Then I worked with Pinosansis to put stones on the floor. On the same day, after working for a long time lifting the stones in the tractor, it was time to clean all the mud from the wheels and the big bucket for people to use the next day. I was also given the opportunity to measure stones to cut them into pieces. A week later, we had to install the fence around the Chaityagari, so my job was to remove all the concrete dust from the little holes to fit the screws perfectly. At the end, to complete the Chaityagari, I helped to put grass sods around the stupa house. Then I helped to place rocks on the water stream. We are currently making it beside the Dhamma hall and the stupa. I would like to share all the merits I have gained from doing these meritorious deeds with Pinwat Loku Swaminansa, Pinwat Jivananda Swaminansa, Pinwat Lakkanadeva Swansa, Pinwat Viryakiti Swaminansa, and all the other monks and nuns in Mahamailnava and around the world. I would also like to share merits with my parents, teachers, and Dhamma friends to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Dinu Daham Upasaka for making and sending this marvelous video. The meritorious deeds you did were so amazing, like helping to build a stupa house, cutting and laying stones, laying sod on the ground, and helping to make a beautiful water stream to make it fully completed, are all such great good deeds. Whenever we go to the temple, we should also help to make the temple more beautiful. We rejoice in your merits. You can also create short 1 to 2 minute presentations or videos about any Dhamma topic or any meritorious deed you have done. You can then send them to our email address. We can share them with the whole world and rejoice in that merit.
The last meritorious deed was done by Nalini Upasika. She has sent a presentation about natural disasters. It teaches many different things, such as how impermanent life is. There are many different types of disasters which can come to our lives. Let's see the marvelous presentation she has sent.
There are natural disasters in the world that we cannot stop. For example, there are tornadoes, volcanoes, floods, fires, and many more. These are not under our control. A lot of people and animals suffer during these disasters. We do not know when these things can happen, so do and think good things all the time. Sharing merit. I share merit with Lokuswamin Wansa, Mirror of Dhamma Swamin Wansa, and all the monks and nuns all around the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Teruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Nalini Upasika for sending the marvelous presentation to the Mirror of Dhamma program. We learned that disasters could come anytime and anywhere. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, please don't delay in doing meritorious actions and collect merits to your lives. Many merits to Devanga Upasika for doing the voiceover and for editing this beautiful presentation. If you have any photos of any meritorious actions you have done, you can send them to our email address, which will appear on the screen. We will all rejoice in your good deeds, and we can share them with the whole world.
Today we watched many good deeds done by children all around the world. May you also have the opportunity to do more meritorious deeds and to send your good deeds to our email address.
These meritorious deeds will help us to propagate the Dhamma and teach others to do meritorious deeds as well. We rejoice in all your good deeds. The whole world rejoices in them too. May all of us have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Teruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya.
Have you ever heard of a meritorious activity that can help you gain merit in both the day and night? Our Supreme Buddha taught us that if someone plants trees, he will accumulate merit in both the day and night.
If you save animals, your lifespan will increase.
Namo Buddhaya. We have now come to the World News and the Buddha's Great Message session, where we read the news that happens around the world and see what lessons we can learn from these news, according to the Supreme Buddha's teaching. My name is Shraddha, and today I am here with Tina. Have you ever heard of a meritorious activity that can help you gain merit in both the day and night? Our Supreme Buddha taught us that if someone plants trees, he will accumulate merit in both the day and night. Let's see the news. Pupils have helped to plant 180 trees and a variety of wildflowers in a bid to improve their school's outdoor environment. Children at Northborough Primary School have also built bird and bat boxes, created natural bird feeders, and have started to grow their own food. The school is part of the Peterborough Environment City Trust Eco Charter, which allows schools to demonstrate steps they have taken to enhance knowledge of sustainability. Why don't you plant trees at your home and collect merits? A person may do some meritorious activity. Our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, said that he must keep on repeating it over and over. He must take delight in that meritorious action. Accumulation of merit leads to happiness.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Tanuli. Would you like to save animals? If you save animals, your lifespan will increase. So, this is what you should do if you want to have a long lifespan. Now, let's watch how an elephant calf was rescued from the bottom of a well in India. A baby elephant's misadventure turned into an elaborate rescue mission in a small Indian village after it fell into a well nearly 30 feet, 9 meters deep. the calf was among a herd of elephants to enter Neethaman village in a nearby forest in Giridi district in the eastern state of Jharkhand. Unfortunately, in the dark of the night, roughly around 9 p.m. local time, an elephant calf fell into the well, said the local government official Shashikant Verma, who photographed the rescue. The water level wasn't high enough, but the calf got some buoyancy after falling and didn't get any injuries. Villagers alerted the local forest department, which launched a rescue operation using 3 backhoes. What a meritorious action these people have done. They not only saved the baby elephant's life, but they gave the opportunity for it to meet its herd too. You can save animals too. For an example, if you see any animals on the road, like ants, slugs, worms, you can pick them up and put them in a safe place where no one cannot step on. While we are born in this human world, while we can see and associate with the Mahasangha, we should accumulate many merits and escape from this endless samsara. Therefore, may all of you accumulate many merits in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. I will see you all next week. Theruvan Saranai. Namo Buddhaya.
Children, now we have come to the session of Parita chanting. So today we are going to chant Kanda Parita. Turn to page 30 in our Pali English Parita chanting book, and there we find the Kanda Parita. So today we are going to chant Kanda Parita. Namo Buddhaya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, let's chant Kanda Parita now. Chant with me. Virupakhehi me mettang, mettang erapatehi me. Chabya puttehi me mettang, mettang kanha gotamakehi cha. May I have metta towards Virupakhas, towards Erapathas. May I have metta, may I have metta towards Chabyaputas, towards Kanha Gotamakas also. May I have metta. Apadakehi me mettang, mettang dipadakehi me. Chatupadehi me mettam, mettang bahupadehi me. May I have metta towards the footless. May I have metta towards those with 2 feet. May I have metta towards those with 4. May I have metta towards the many-footed. Mamang apadako hingsi, mamang hingsi dipadako. Mamang chatupado hingsi, mamang hingsi bahupado. Let not the footless do me harm, nor those that have 2 feet. Let not the 4-footed do me harm, nor those endowed with many feet. Sabbe satta sabbe pana sabbe bhuta cha kevala sabbe bhadrani passantu ma kanchi papamagama. All beings, all living creatures, all beings who have come to birth, may good fortune bless them all. May no harm come to them. Appamano buddho, appamano dhammo, appamano sangho, pamanavantani siring sapani, ahivichika satapadi unnanabhi, sarabhumusika, katame rakha, kata me paritta, patikkamantu bhutani, sohang namo bhagavato, namo sattannang samma sambuddhananti. Immeasurable in virtue is the Buddha, immeasurable is the Dhamma, immeasurable is the Sangha, measurable are creeping creatures, snakes, scorpions, centipedes, spiders, lizards, and rats. Due to their defilements, I have guarded myself. I have made my protection. Depart from me, all you beings. I worship the Blessed One and the 7 Supreme Buddhas. Etena sachena suvati hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the final session of our Mirror of Dhamma program. So it is time to share merits. So today we collected lots of merits by learning Supreme Buddha's teachings, by chanting Paritta and so on. So let's share all the merits that we gained today with all the gods who protect the Gautam Buddha's dispensation. May all the gods rejoice in this merit and may they be well and happy. May they live long. May they protect all the children who watch this Mirror of Dhamma program today. And may all the gods protect all the children all around the world and the people who has been affected by the coronavirus. And may all the gods rejoice in this merit and may they realize 4 noble truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with all the departed relatives of all of us. May all the departed relatives rejoice in this merit and may they escape from this samsara as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with our Pinwat Loku Swamin Wahanse who showed this Gautam Buddha's supreme Dhamma to all of us. So may our Kalyana Mitra Pinwat Loku Swamin Wahanse rejoice in this merit and may he be well and happy. May our Loku Swamin Wahanse live long. May our Loku Swamin Wahanse have the opportunity to realize these 4 noble truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with all the children who watch this Mirror of Dhamma program, and their parents and their relatives and all the family members. May all of you rejoice in this merit, and may you be well and happy. May you live long. May you live a happy life. May all of your education and good hopes become successful. May all of you realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the end of our Mirror of Dhamma program. So hope you enjoy this Mirror of Dhamma program. So let's meet in the next week with another wonderful teaching of our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. So I wish you all, may you be well and happy, may you live long, and may you be able to realize these Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai.